let me get myself sorted and I'm going to do a little Aldi haul, not a big one, and let you know how much I spent. Hello and welcome back. Oh, look at that. Right, hello and welcome back to the channel. Sorry about the sun coming in to see Clarice. Just out of the doctor's, and I thought I've got a few bits and bobs to pick up. I've got can't do nothing with this dog. This is my Velcro dog. Both of them's Velcro, but this one can go on my knee, the other one can't. Right, Hannibal just at the other side of the camera. Right, is that a bit better? Anyway, I went with my wee list after the doctor's. Doctor's first, as you know, that I haven't been too hot. Round about 5 weeks or something, I've had a divertilicate, that word. A chronic condition in my colon, and it's had a flare up and it just has not been moving. So I did do, in France we can indeed do our surgeons or our specialists on and make an appointment on the internet, which is fabulous. But I think I've said in the previous video that it's the 6th or the 9th of October. I did actually go to the doctor's this afternoon so that I could explain how long I've had this flare up, because 5 weeks is like pushing it, you know what I mean? It's really painful. And et voila, he was not there. He was away on his vacances. He was on his holiday. But I met for the first time a very nice doctor called Emmy Marshall, and she was lovely, absolutely lovely. And for the first time in months I actually got an examination today. I'm up on the bed, pressing all my bits and bobs, my stomach and down at my pelvis area, etc, which was fabulous. But she touched me once and she went, oh, definitely a flare up. So I came out with antibiotic, booked me in to get an MRI, she wants my stomach scanned, and as she said, in the machine. That'll be getting done before October. Fingers crossed the antibiotics will clear this up once and for all, for this flare up anyway, and then hopefully I'll get my colonoscopy booked when I see my surgeon at the beginning of October. But anyway, that's the health side out of the way. I want to rush in, it's not a big haul, and I want to rush in and get it done and get it out of the way because I've got things to put in the freezer. Coca-Cola, usually get double size of this box, but they all had these ones, so I get 3 of them, because what I wanted to do today was to get everything in so that I really don't need to get back out until possibly the weekend to go and pick up hubby. So I've got 3 of them. I'm walking around the shop. I did indeed tick everything off and put the prices down. So the minis in there. So there's 10 cans of the Coca-Cola in there, and it was $6.19 a box of 10. So I got 3 of them. So that's my personal little list, and sometimes they give you it at the cashier and sometimes they don't, but today I specifically asked for it because I was going to do a haul, and that's for tax purposes. So that goes there. Then I very rarely eat these because I don't think they're very good for you, but I was actually dying for a packet of noodles, just something easy the other day because I was in so much pain, and I was just going to mix some prawns in with it and some red and green peppers, but lo and behold we had none in the house. So I've seen this pack today, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 10 bags of chicken noodles in there, $3.49, which I thought was an absolute bargain because hubby likes them every now and again for his lunch. So I got them. I won't be having these now, but these are my favourite. Big bag of onion rings. Did I write the price down on that? Packet of onion rings were €1.19, so on team, so not bad. Another thing that I picked up that I wouldn't be eating, but I like to keep them in the fridge. I like everything cold. Chocolate. I even put my crisps in the fridge. I know, I'm doolally, but you already know that. It's filled with a marzipan type filling and a little bit of jam in the middle, and there's 6 of them. And I absolutely adore these, and I'm not meant to have these either, but I just space myself out with them. And let's see how much they were. As almond cakes, and that's right, they were $1.99. So in case anybody's looking, I am in France, so these come in euros, so $1.99 for them. Then I got my skier vanilla yogurt, and I'll mix that with some strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, gooseberries, and whatever I want to take out trees of the freezer. I'm going to put that back in that bag, keep it cold. The skyr yogurt, very expensive for skyr yogurt, but that top there came in at £1.99, and if you go up to strawberry, and I think the most expensive one is blueberries, the blueberry one comes in at £3.49 or £3.79, so that was possibly the cheapest option, so that's why I got that. Moving swiftly on, I got a bag of peppers, bell peppers, 2 red, a green and a yellow. 500 grams of peppers, that's for curries, stir fries, whatever it is that I'm fancy making. Peppers were £1.39 for 4, which I thought was fabulous. River, it's called, lemon, zero, no sugar, just a wee drink I was going to have with my painkillers on the way home, and I stuck it in the boot and I couldn't be bothered coming back out the front of the car to go and get it, and it's too hot now, so that'll need to go in the fridge. But this one was 49 centimes, so what, 32 pence UK. Top, another bag of plain flour, because I do a lot of baking, as you all know. That was £1.49 for my flour, and it's a kilogram bag of flour. And then for baking as well, and for some jams that don't need pectin, a bag of £1.35. Is that not a wee bit steep for sugar, £1.35? I don't know, but that's how much it was anyway. And I get 2 Granny Smiths, just the 2, because I've already went through a kilogram and a half of apples during the week, because I was making pear jam. I've never made pear jam in my life, and I made it because I'd picked about 48 or some kind of thing along the lines of pears off my trees. So to use some of them up, and the rest of them are in the fridge, I used what apples I had left. So I picked 2 up today, and that's only because I'm going to be making my equivalent of, I wouldn't say chutney, because I'm going to try and make Branston pickle, because my husband absolutely adores Branston pickle. So that's what the 2 apples are for. 49 centimes for apples, so 2 apples, 40 pence. And then I thought I'm going to have one of these. Now I know there's sugar in them, but it's wee tiny pots, so it's 4 pots of rice with vanilla. So I thought, so if I have a plain bit of fish tonight, and I've got a corn on the cob left, and then one of them after it, I don't think is too bad. So for £1.29 for 4 pots of vanilla rice, I thought was the bee's knees. Then we picked up these are for when hubby comes back to make burgers. I think we're going to have a couple of barbecues when he comes back, and then we've got a special place that we're going to visit, but I'll explain that later on. 10 slices, and that's in a paper, which is fabulous to see instead of plastic. 10 slices of burger cheese. £1.29 for 10 slices of cheese. Sorry about the light, guys, it's coming shining right through me now. And we do have pizzas in the house, and I just buy the margherita ones. I'm not a big pizza eater, but every now and again I fancy one, and I just buy the margherita ones, and we put our own toppings on them. Tomatoes, we bung tomatoes on them, tons and tons of mushrooms, bacon, and then topped with our mozzarella. So what's that, 125 grams of mozzarella, and it's the ball, and that came in at 79. That was reduced today to 79 centimes. I made a cereal loaf yesterday. Well, actually what I made was a baguette, and I thought, I've got it all wrapped up in cling film, so I thought I would pick up this. It's just easy meals for me when I'm sore, and it's like your sandwich filler, but this one's chicken. So roast chicken sandwich filler, and it is actually nice. It's really nice, and baked potatoes, and that doesn't run out until the 2nd of August. 200 grams, let's see how much that was, and at 1.89, but that's alright, because I'll get probably 3 sandwiches out of that, or 2 baked potatoes, I would think. So that's alright, that's worth the money as far as I'm concerned. Sorry for getting up and down, guys, but I have to dip into the bag. And then I picked up 4 slices of just your cooked ham. This is in case I just want to... This is for tomorrow because I've got salad that I need to use up. So that is what it says on the tin. And that came in at $1.89 for 4 slices, so that's 2 meals for me. The reason I want to get this hurried up and into the house, then I thought I've got some new potatoes left, and I thought I'll have this, you know, your fish and sauce. Well, some of them are rather bleh, but I've seen this one today, and it's La Provençale. 2 sachets of that in there. As I said, because I'm sore, this is easy peasy meals for me. And that came in at, fish and sauce came in at $2.79, so $2.79 for 2 meals is quite good. 400 grams of pieces of chicken. This is for making a curry. 400 grams of pieces of chicken. I want to get this in the freezer. I want to get this in the freezer as soon as possible. So, oh, that sun's blinding me. So how much was that? Chicken pieces was $3.49, guys. 2 more things left. This is like I love this fish. Great big chunky pieces of cod in your chip shop batter. I absolutely adore them. You get about 4 or 5 pieces in this, and nutrition score is a B. So they're top notch even with the batter on them. You see them there, 400 grams of fish, $3.15. So $3.15 for 4 crispy fish. For 4 crispy chip shop fish. 1 kilogram. 1 kilogram bag of petit pois. Petit pois, I couldn't find it on my wheeler, so the petit pois came in at €1.89. 22 articles out at Aldi's today. It was €57.53. So there we go, that's Aldi haul for today, guys. Little health update. No, sorry, I forgot. I also picked up, which was reduced, coconut milk. As I did say earlier on that I'm going to be making a curry. So how much was the coconut milk? That was for $1.49 for the coconut milk. So I will catch you. I will go and get this away, and I shall catch you on the next here. Au revoir to the pup. Bye bye. Bye bye.